I love this song. Okay. Okay, it's like stepped on my power cord. Here we go. So, come on, Eileen! Okay, I'm just kidding. So, I remember when I was like 16 or 15 years old, um, I had to go in Walmart. And it was around, let's say like 10 o'clock. Um, when I was in high school, I worked at IHOP. Well, actually, I was usually had a job after I was 15. But anyway, so the story is, I was going into Walmart. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was going in to get some bras. And I am a socially awkward person. Like, I used to be extremely socially awkward and shy, and like everything would embarrass me. So it was 10 o'clock. I had to go in this Walmart. I had asked my uncle to drop me off, and it was already embarrassing. He asked, like, I told him to stay in the car, and I'd be out in like 10 minutes tops. And so I had to go in, and I had to figure out which size bra I needed really quick. And then, like, so I tried one on, like, well, kind of, I didn't try it on. I kind of just, like, pressed it up against my chest to see if, like, my little flat pancakes could fit in it. And so I was like, okay, yeah, this'll work. And, I'm a tall girl. Like, when I was 16, I was already, like, 5'7", 5'8". And so I get the bra, I get these, like, regular little black bras. And so I get up to the checkout line, and I always have this, like, when I was a teenager, I always had this, like, awkward, anxiety-ridden fear, like, if I had to get, like, pads or tampons or any kind of thing, like, for girl stuff or bras or underwear, I'd always get, like, so awkward about, like, having to check out, like, at, like, a cashier's station, like, if the cashier was a guy. And so, it's 10 o'clock at night. Probably at this point it was like 10:15. And so I go over, and I'm trying to decide which one to go to, because there's only 2 lanes open, and they both have male cashiers. One has a guy that looks like he's probably 5 years older than me. Maybe he's like 21, 22. And he's like a decent looking guy. And then the other one has a guy that looks like he's really only maybe 7 years older than me, except for, like, he has that look like he has no hope left, and that he's completely dead inside, so that makes him look like 10 years older than that, so he's like mid-30s, early 40s looking. And so I'm like, you know what, perfect, he looks like he has no hope in life left, he looks like he's asleep and dead on his feet, I'm gonna go over to him. So I go over to this guy, and I'm like, okay, and there was a man in front of me finishing checking out. So I kind of hold the bras behind my back, and then, like, the last minute when this guy's swiping his card, I put them up on the conveyor belt. And so the cashier is about to, like, pick them up, and the guy's putting, like, his card back in his wallet. And this guy, not the cashier, the man in front of me that just finished checking out, he looks at the sizes of my bras, because I only got maybe like 1 or 2 if I remember correctly. And he laughs. He straight up laughs. And, like, I was, like, really flat-chested back then. I still am. And, like, I maybe was, like, I was, like, in a maybe, like, a B cup. Like, a small B cup. But this man just straight out laughs. And looks at me, busting out laughing. Looks at the size of my bras. Looks at him, looks at me again. Slaps his knee. Walks out of this damn Walmart laughing his ass off. And I am just so humiliated. Like, I felt like my soul literally flew out of my body. And meanwhile, the cashier, like, makes no expression at all. His eyes don't even, like, blink. Like, he's just, like, completely glazed over. Like, he has no idea what just happened. He's not even alive right now. And he, like, just scans the bras and just keeps up with the transaction like nothing happened. And I am mortified. I'm like, what was he laughing at? Was it the size of my bras? Was it that I'm buying bras? And like the teenager me is like racking my brain as to why this guy was laughing at me. And as to why, I was like, okay, it must be that I'm flat chested. That's it. That's it. You know what? He's chest shaming me. That's what it's gonna be today. And so I walk out of the store, and like I asked for like a double bag so I can like double bag my bras up so my uncle doesn't see them, and so nobody else can see them, and nobody else can laugh at me. And I go home and I get in the bed and I cry a little bit. I wake up the next morning, I'm fine. I every time I go to Walmart and when I buy bras now, like I have that like fear, like that man created the phobia in me to buy bras in Walmart. And so now I never go to Walmart at 10 o'clock to buy bras. But that's the story. The end.